Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to convince you guys why you guys need to refinance your home today. Now, there are two very good reasons why you should consider refinancing right now. If you bought your house last year or 3 years ago, or it doesn't even really matter when it was, as long as it wasn't in the last month, you're gonna have two very good reasons to refinance today, and it's gonna save you a ton of money. The first reason is the fact that home values have increased significantly since you bought your home. If you bought your home last year, it's actually gone up already by 10 or 11%. If you bought your home maybe 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, it's actually gone up probably about 20% at this point. What that means is if you are paying PMI right now, which is private mortgage insurance, most likely you can remove it by refinancing your mortgage. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Let's say this $100 bill here is what you paid for your house. All of a sudden today, it's now worth $120. It's pretty much gone up about 20% in value, maybe even more in some locations. And what that means is when you got your loan, let's say you only put 5% down to buy your house, which is pretty typical. Most likely you're paying private mortgage insurance to the lender because you did not put enough skin in the game. And what that means is if you bought a house for $100,000, this $100 bill here, you would have to come up with $20,000 as a down payment to avoid paying private mortgage insurance. But today, now that home prices have risen by about 20% or maybe even more, your house is now worth $120,000. And what that means is your loan to value is actually a lot lower than it was when you first bought your house. When you first bought your house, if you only put 5% down, your loan to value is 95%. But now that your home is worth $120,000, for example, if you only put 5% down, your loan value is $95,000, and $95,000 compared to this $120,000 is actually right under 80%. And you actually didn't need to do anything to get there. But since most lenders don't really look at the current value of the home, they're gonna go with the purchase price that you paid whenever you bought your house. So what you need to do is either refinance or ask them to reassess the value of your home. Most likely that reassessment, they're gonna make you pay for an appraisal. And if you're gonna go that far, you may as well refinance. Now, PMI can range from 0.5% to 1.5% of the loan amount, which can equate to about $200 to $300 a month, or maybe even $400 a month. That's quite a bit of money that you're paying to junk fees that does not help you pay down your house. So let me give you a more realistic example. Let's say you bought your house for $400,000 2 years ago. Well, since it's gone up 20%, it's now worth $480,000. And in order to be under the 80% loan to value so you can remove PMI, your loan balance has to be $384,000. Now, if you put 5% down when you bought that $400,000 house, that means you have a loan of $385,000. So this is the perfect scenario to go get a refinance or get an appraisal. But it really makes a lot of sense to refinance today. Let me explain. Today's rates are at a record low, so it doesn't make sense to just pay for an appraisal. You actually can just go and refinance today to get a lower rate. If you bought your house back in 2020 or before, most likely your rate is over 4.5%. And today's rates are actually at 3% for a refinance. You can basically get free loans today at 3% or 3.25% at the most for 30-year fixed rate. So it makes sense to do the refinance, and a lot of lenders are actually waiving the appraisal fee. So you actually don't even need to pay for the appraisal to get your house reassessed. You can actually just go through the refinance, put your new loan value in, and put what you owe, and that's automatically gonna calculate you under 80%. And you didn't even have to put any extra money in. Now, in that $400,000 example, let's say you were at 4.5%. If you're refinanced to a 3%, your principal and interest portion of your payment is actually gonna go down by over $300. That's $300 you're gonna be saving every month, and also a good chunk of your new payment is gonna go more towards principal than interest. So right there, those are two good reasons why you need to refinance today. One is to remove the PMI, which is about $300 a month. Another is to reduce your rate, which is also gonna save you about $300 a month. All in all, you're probably gonna save $600 a month on this $400,000 example. Obviously, if your loan amount is lower, it's gonna be less, but the effects are gonna be the same. Let me explain that. I always tell people when they refinance, if they're gonna be lowering their monthly payment or saving a whole bunch of money, just keep paying the same amount that they were paying before. That way they can reduce the amount of time it's gonna take to pay off their home. So as you can see, it's really important to refinance right now, especially if you have PMI and especially if your rate is high. These are two things that you can eliminate right now and set yourself up for life. You can save a whole bunch of money and even pay off your house faster. And also, if you're going through the refinance process, most likely you're overpaying on your homeowner's insurance as well. You can definitely check this new app called Lemonade. I have a link down below on where you can get it. But basically, you can customize your insurance policy to the way you want it, or you can just get the same limits if you like, but it's going to be significantly cheaper. So it's a good time to start shopping around for that. That way you can have it ready for your refinance. Well guys, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys have any questions about anything, or if you guys want me to do any calculations for you, let me know down in the comments below. I respond to every single comment. If you guys like content like this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another one of my videos. As always guys, have a nice day.